Gavial the Invincible, also known as Gavialter or Gavial Alter, is a 6-star Centurion Guard who's only available during the limited Great Axe and Pen Nib banner that ran during the Ideal City event alongside Pozemka. Gavialter has 11 years of combat experience, being 3 years higher than her base form, and has switched out her healing staff for a great chain axe. She stands at 163 centimeters tall, no change in height from her base form, was born on the 1st of May in Akahuala, Sargon, and is of the Arcosaureo race. In her archive files and promotion record, it's noted that Gavial made a very strong impression with her attire after she returned from Akahuala. The rumors began with guesses that she inherited it from her tribe before she went to study medicine, to ridiculous near the end, with some stating that she cut open a waterfall at the highest cliff in Akahuala with the axe, creating a new landmark. In reality, Arknights made Gavial's new equipment after they got a message from Tomimi saying that Akahuala was possibly in danger. Said disaster was fabricated by Stitch Canvas, also known as Operator Minimalist, but there was a calamity in the Duran city of Zerirtza, which lies beneath Akahuala, which was averted by the present Rhodes Island Ops and local residents. Of note was Gavial's leadership during the crisis, as she was the first one to propose the evacuation of the Durans, persuaded the plan's opponents, maintained order, and was the last to evacuate. Those in the medical department have noticed that Gavial has become more talkative and confident after returning from Akahuala, even enjoying talking about her home more. Beforehand, she viewed it as the area she was from, but since her expedition, Rhodes has seen an influx of Akahualan ops. Gavial believes that though the forest she was from was once a no-man's land of tribes hell-bent on fighting each other, the slow industrialization of the area and the changes that it brings will easily be overcome by those who live there. The fourth archive file is a classified log about the Duran's effects on Akahuala after being evacuated above ground. It's noted that they've been using camo to hide Akahuala's industrialization from agents of Sargon's rulers, and installed Enam as Akahuala's Lord Emir. If the Durans and Tiakau are able to coincide with each other, it should last for a very long time, but the resources consumed will skyrocket, meaning that the industrialization can't be hidden forever. The promotion record is a letter or email from Gavial to Enam. It mainly gives advice to Enam, saying that there's better things to use stone for than building monuments and statues, though the votes held on the final details are a step in the right direction despite them fighting over stuff in the end. Also, she is completely against giving her statue a thick tail. Gavialter, much like her base form, is confirmed to be infected. She has a cell originum assimilation of 15.3%, that's 0.3% higher than her base form, and a blood originum crystal density of 0.27 parts per liter, 0.1 parts per liter higher than her base form. There's a note from Gavial saying that she knows her own body better than anyone, but it's thanks to the medical department that she's been able to keep her infection under control. In her character art drawn by LLC, Gavialter wears a green cloth bikini top, white dust mask around her neck, multiple ripped pieces of clothing around her abdomen, left arm, and thighs, bike goggles on the top of her head, black fingerless arm gloves, multiple bracelets around both of her wrists, a necklace, green short shorts, multiple pouches and belts around her waist, multiple knives and sheaths, one on her waist, another two that are visible on her tail, and armored knee-high sandals. She holds her great chain axe in her right hand and rests it on her shoulder, with it having a Arknights charm at the bottom of it and a gas pedal above her hand. Her healing staff is attached to her waist, and there's a chain sword grabbed by her tail as well. She has multiple tattoos. Of note is the crotch tattoo on her originum crystal on her abs, the one on her upper left arm that has some text in the image of her S3, and an Arknights emblem on her great chain axe. In her voice lines, voiced by Ayaka Suwa, who also voices Toka Yada in Assassination Classroom, Chris and Eris in Konosuba, Incho in Galko-chan, Naoko Kamikishiro in Boogie Pop, Mujina in SSSS Dyna Zenon, Yukari Osawa in Let's Make a Mug 2, Negev in Girls Frontline, Tanya in Grand Blue, Elise in FE Fates, A2 in Nier Automata, Arathusa in Azure Lane, and Kukul Khan in FGO. Gavial often talks about her own strength and new gear.
ドクター悪い、ぶつかっちまった。怪我してねえよな。なあ、ドクター。正直言うと、ズーママが作ってくれたこの斧も悪くねえが、やっぱり杖でぶん殴るのに慣れちまってんだよな。だから、今もこうやって持ち歩いてる。だけど、私の仕事は人助けであって、殴ることじゃねえし、そこはなんとかして改めねえとな。ほら見ろドクター。武器を増やしたら持ちきれなくなってきたから、どうにかするために尻尾を鍛えたんだ。今じゃもう尻尾で杖を操れるようになったんだぜ。一つだけ残念なのが、鍛えてたら尻尾がちょっと太くなっちまったことかな。どうだドクター、肩が随分軽くなっただろう。だから力の加減なんて楽勝だって言ってんのに、お前らが信じねえだけだろうが。こっちはもう何年もやってるプロの医者なんだよ。そろそろ現実を受け入れたらどうだ？ドクター、たまには自分の直感も信じてみろよ。こんなにたくさんの奴に信頼されてんだから、目をつぶってても、お前の拳は強え。私と比べたら？お前が執務室を出る前にぶっ倒せるだろうし、私の方が上だな。ドクター、これまではなんでお前が毎回物事をややこしくすんのか理解できなかったが、ちょっと分かってきたよ。つまり、お前も拳を強くする方法を模索してたってことだな。真面目にアドバイスするとしたら、私と一緒に特訓した方がいいと思うぜ。ズーママの言う通りだ。私は強くなる方法と、拳の振るい方だけ考えてりゃいいんだ。つうことで、ドクターにちょっとマジな質問をするぜ。もしズーママに二人乗りのアイアンハイドを作らせて、私と二人で乗るとしたら、お前は操縦席と助手席のどっちに座りたい？今のとこ、斧一発で片付いたんじゃねえか？
At E2 level 90 with max trust, potential, and module, Gavial has 3,106 HP, 917 attack, 485 defense, 0 resistance, a 70-second redeploy time, 22 DP cost, 3 block, and a 1.2 second attack speed. Her range is the standard range of a Centurion Guard, that being the one tile in front of them. At max trust, she gets plus 50 attack and plus 60 defense. At max pot, she gets minus 2 DP, plus 28 attack, and a buff to both of her talents. Her first talent, Battle Axe, which is unlocked at E1 and fully upgraded at E2 Pot 2, buffs the attack and defense of Gavial by plus 12% and is increased by plus 5% for each blocked enemy, so 3 or plus 15% for a total of plus 27% attack and defense. This raises her attack and defense to 1,165 and 616 respectively, though this can go further if you're using her S3. Her second talent, Medical Background, which is unlocked at E2 and fully upgraded at E2 Pot 4, buffs Gavial's healing received by plus 25% or plus 45% if she's under 50% HP. Gavial has two base skills, with one being upgraded and the other being unlocked at E2. Her first base skill, Guard Expert Alpha, is upgraded to Practical Instruction at E2. When Gavial is the trainer, plus 30% Guard Ops Mastery Training. If it's Mastery 3, it's plus 65%. Her second base skill, Excessive Training, when Gavial is the trainer, plus 1 morale consumed per hour when training a Guard Op to Mastery 3. Gavial's first skill, Precise Thrashing, gains SP over time and is manually triggered, starting with 10 SP, needing 25 SP to proc, and lasting 25 seconds at all levels. At level 7, Gavial gets plus 60% attack, with each attack restoring HP equal to 35% of the damage dealt. At M3, it's plus 80% attack and heals 40% of the damage dealt. Her second skill, Chainsaw Assault, gains SP over time and is manually triggered, starting with 25 SP at all levels. At level 7, it needs 39 SP to proc, lasting 36 seconds. At M3, it needs 35 SP to proc and lasts 40 seconds. At level 7, Gavial's range expands to the 6 tiles in front of her. She gets plus 140% attack and plus 40% defense. When Gavial attacks unblocked enemies, she pulls them towards herself moderately. At M3, it's plus 180% attack and plus 50% defense. Her third skill, Soul of the Jungle, gains SP over time and is manually triggered, lasting 25 seconds at all levels. At level 7, it starts with 21 SP and needs 39 SP to proc. At M3, it starts with 25 and needs 35. At level 7, Gavial gets plus 100% attack, plus 80 attack speed, and plus 2 block. While this skill is active, Gavial only takes 50% of the incoming damage, with the remaining amount being dealt as HP loss over the 20 seconds after the skill ends. At M3, it's plus 140% attack and plus 100 attack speed. Gavial has a CEN-X module called the Harrowing of Gavial, making it so that she has 110% attack when she attacks blocked enemies. At module level 3, the Harrowing of Gavial buffs Battle Axe, giving her plus 15% attack and defense, which is further increased by 6% for each blocked enemy, so 3 stacks, or plus 18% for a total of plus 33% attack and defense. She also gets plus 200 max HP, plus 73 attack, and plus 34 defense. To unlock and max out her module, you must have Gavial at E2 level 60, have 100% trust with her, use Chainsaw Assault 10 times, 3-star 9-2, having Gavial defeat at least 15 enemies, have 12 module data blocks, 60 data patching strips, 20 data patching devices, 2 crystalline electronic units, 3 D32 steels, 4 polymerization preparations, and 300,000 LMD. Gavial comes with the usual benefits that Centurion/AoE guards come with, that being touting a large attack and HP pool, as well as having 3 block, like a defender, and being able to attack up to 3 enemies at once. Her talents complement her subclass as well, giving her a sizable buff to attack and defense, which only goes up with the amount of enemies she blocks, as well as being able to get healed more with her second talent. Her skills expand the scope of her use as well, with S1 allowing her to solo hold lanes due to it healing her, S2 dragging enemies, taking heat off of other ops, or even dragging them into a hole if they're light enough, and S3 just giving a ton of buffs, upping her DPS, as well as having her take half the damage from all attacks. Gavial isn't perfect, however. While her S1 is able to heal herself and gives a decent attack buff, it relies on being able to recover enough HP to survive against the next wave, when more often than not, she'll probably need a medic or medic defender to help out with healing. S3 does have her take half damage during the skill duration, at the cost of the other half being doled out over the following 20 seconds, requiring her to be in range of a medic so she doesn't die. While her first talent does increase her stats, it relies on you constantly blocking enemies, which her S1 can't support, and her S3, while again further raising the buff from the talent, needs her to have a medic or 2 directly stuck up her ass. Oh yeah, there's also the fact that she's a limited op, meaning she'll only be back once in a blue moon, probably during some anniversary banner. Overall, I'd give Gavial a medium-high to high-low priority to build. While she does a great job at dealing a bunch of damage, solo holding lanes, taking damage, and blocking, there's other ops out there that can already fulfill that role who are a bit better suited in my opinion, and not limited. The other 6-star Centurion/AoE guard, Blaze, I personally use a lot more because of her S2, which extends her range meaning I can just put her behind some, usually defender, and have her deal a bunch of damage. And it's also unlimited duration. But, like what I mentioned in my Power Creep and Arknights video, I believe that Gavial and Blaze fill two different niches. She's good, but you should probably build the other more meta available units first. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter for updates, and please check out my other Arknights and Azure Lane videos as well. There will be a teaser out tomorrow for next week's character summaries. Also, please check out my The Full Scales event summary videos, both of the story and the characters. Put a lot of work into it, so I'd appreciate it if you give it a watch.